Stoveleg Media, igniting conversation.
Welcome to True Crime to Go. What can I get for you?
Yeah, I'm looking for something, I don't know. Give me something funny. Maybe a funny nickname or a weird sound. I don't know. Something weird.
Pull up to the second window and we'll see you next crime.
Welcome to True Crime to Go. I am John here with Jamie. How are you, man?
I'm good. My wife sent me this case, and it's really just because of the nickname of the individual that was found. And I mean, this is sad in a lot of ways, but I think you have to admit that the nickname Toot Toot is comical.
I swear I've heard somebody named Toot or Toot Toot before, so hopefully it's not this person.
I don't think it is. Today, we're going to talk about a case from Kentucky in the area of Big Creek.
Is a Big Creek just a river?
I think so. I mean, when does it stop being a creek and start being a river?
I don't know, man.
It's a good question. The things we think about here.
Also, do you know where Big Creek is? Have you looked at this geographically? I can figure it out.
Yeah, I'm not completely sure where Big Creek is. It's definitely in eastern Kentucky. But Angela Toot Toot Smith disappeared in 2016, and now we have a confirmation of what may have happened to her.
The story begins in March of 2016 when Angela Smith was last seen at her trailer in Big Creek. A month later, her family reported her missing to the Kentucky State Police. I mean, just off the cuff, that seems like a long time to wait. Adding to the mystery, her trailer home caught fire around the same time of her disappearance, and there were no signs of anyone being inside at the time of the fire.
So it's super suspicious. Somebody's either hiding what they know about what happened to her, or potentially you could think that maybe she decided to try to fake her own death or to cover up the fact that she was fleeing. But this remained an open case and a really perplexing one for police for years. There were no concrete leads to where Angela had gone, but there was a breakthrough that came in March of 2021 when they found some remains in the Daniel Boone National Forest, which has been in the news lately because that's where they found the remains of Joseph Couch, the highway shooter.
After a lot of testing, quote unquote, and exhaustive testing, the Kentucky State Police announced on Tuesday that the remains actually belonged to that of Angela Smith. So this revelation has now shifted the investigation from a missing persons case to a murder investigation.
Obviously, the news was a big deal in the area of Big Creek, which is somewhere between, we looked up during our episode here, somewhere between Corbin and Hazard. So very much the same area of that forest, just east of where Joseph Couch did his shooting and was ultimately found. But Angela was a beloved member of the community, and people desperately want answers. They're left with grief and a lot of unanswered questions.
Detective Logan Gay is leading the ongoing investigation into her murder. Anyone with information about this case is urged to contact the Kentucky State Police Post 11 in London, Kentucky, and that phone number, which we can post in the show notes, is 606-878-6622.
As this story continues to unfold, we will provide developments as they become available. My first big question here is, why did it take 3 years to do the DNA testing? I don't know if that was a backlog to figure out and confirm this was Angela, or if it was just decayed remains that made it hard to determine that.
I feel like if I have, or if scientists have a piece of my DNA and also have a piece of DNA from, like, you know, my home or a family member, they could quickly get to it. So it sounds like it was just way down the priority list and a huge backlog of things in front of it.
Yeah, and you have to wonder when they got the DNA of Angela Smith to compare it to. So still don't know what happened to her. Community's kind of crying out for help in that way right now, but we'll keep you posted if we find out what happened to Angela Toot Toot Smith of Big Creek, Kentucky.
Yeah, it's awful. And I know some of you out there listening know somebody who knows what happened to her. So please talk about this with each other. And it was a long time ago. So let's try to figure this out for the family.
Do it for the family and the community, and feel free to contact, again, the London State Police Office with any information.
Guys, we love you and appreciate you.
This has been a crime story in 10 minutes or less.
Would you like crime with that?
You've listened to True Crimecast, distributed by Stoveleg Media. Check out stoveleg.com to find out more about your hosts and to find other podcasts to listen to. Stoveleg Media, igniting conversation.